All right. More plaudits are coming for President Bola Tinubu over the resolution of the Ondo State political impasse. This time, the All Progressive Congress, APC, in Canada has commended President Tinubu for his intervention in the crisis. The Vice President of the APC in Canada, AbiolaOshodi, described the intervention as a wealth of wisdom that nailed what would have caused a serious political crisis in the States. Jile, what do you make of this?
You remember that we urged the President on this program to step in. It was because we were sure that if he stepped in,
his intervention
will normalize. And that is what we have seen. There was absolutely no reason for all that transpired, just because some people were interested in the...
Yeah, they're not happy with us, so I get that feedback a lot.
Yes.
They're not happy with us.
No, somebody, you know, our correspondent asked me a question. He said, when are you going to bring Lucky Aiyedatiwa to journalist hangout? I said, but I don't have his number. Say, you mean you don't have it? I said, yes, I don't have it. Except if someone gives me today. I don't have his number. He doesn't have to be my friend to be on his side.
We don't have any connection with him.
We have no connection with him. He does not have my number. He has never called me. I have never called him. There's no reason for that. You don't have to know people to stand on the side of the truth.
Tomorrow, if he misbehaves, we'll give him a pako.
Yes. Knock him a pako.
Yes.
That is journalist hangout, our own way. We have our way of knocking a pako. So, they can't believe it. They felt, for Jide to have gone to this extent, they have given him so much money. Oh, which money? If you can see the transaction where he transfer money to me, release it.
You don't even know him.
Somebody that I've never seen before. I've not seen him before. And you know, I said it that if he shaved his white beard, if I meet him in public, I will not recognize him. You know, because he's someone that you are used to. That can shave and then you, this looks like... I don't know him. I don't have to know him.
Very well.
I don't know, and he doesn't have to call me. You understand? He doesn't have to call me. But the truth is,
standing by
when you are on, when this kind of situation happens, there's a deputy governor. Let him step in and do the job. Don't place yourself over the state. That is the selfishness that politicians are known for,
you don't have to
that the rest of us hate.
The Constitution just gave that position.
Let him do that job instead of letting the entire state suffer. Instead of letting the governance, the business of the state suffer. No. So that is the thing. I don't have to know him.
How can you make somebody you don't imagine as the governor, the deputy governor, knowing that it's just a step away from being the governor?
So this is
not even allow you to go close to that.
Oh, yeah, I don't even, you know, no one can say that Akeredolu does not like him.
No, it's not
our people. It's our people who got in between them.
Yes.
A man who can say in public, there's a video we're going to play it one of these days where he was heaping praises on him. Even it started from his name. That your name, Ori Mison. That means that my head
is good.
That you have shown that he was praising him, and he has said it in the past that look, this is the person who will succeed me.
And that was a political.
That was a political mistake. You know, Akeredolu has never been a politician all his life. Politicians will not say everything that is in their minds.
Never.
But Akeredolu does not even know how to hide his mind, his opinion on issues. He will speak his mind. He's always been like that. You know. And at over 60, you don't expect him to change suddenly. No, he has already formed his character. It's too late to do character reformation. So he's begging now. Okay, let's work together. I expect, in spite of all that has happened, that he will get the cooperation of the same people who had been harassing him just because they are interested in his position.
Democracy is on course.
Yes, for now it is in Ondo State. And it didn't have to get to this point. It didn't have to get this point. The essence of having a constitution is for us to be able to guide politicians, Nigerians, big, small, tall, short, yellow, black, everybody ought to align to that constitution. And that's what we call the ground norm in law. And the constitution was so specific on the role of each of these top politicians. The president has his role, the vice president has his, the governor has his, the deputy. Not specific. The fact is that, yes, we know that the governor has, but he delegates power to the governor. But they also said that in case the governor, for whatever reason, is not able to perform his function to a large extent, then his deputy will take over. That has been taken care of. But the fact is that, you know, there are some people that will always want benefits from issues like this. There are a lot of sycophants within the system who are not in the best interest of the people they are representing, but their own personal, selfish interest. We saw it happen during the Yaradua days. You saw what happened during the days of Yaradua and Goodluck Jonathan, when the wife, Turai, practically took over government alongside the AGF and Doka. They were the one that practically running the Goodluck Jonathan, who was the vice president, doesn't even know, didn't know where his president, his boss was, even when he was flown aboard and the rest of them. He took a call from the former president, when these issues started earlier enough, you know that the then president before, when the issue of his health was being talked about, Olusegun Obasanjo had to call me and say, Yaradua, they say, are you okay? And you're sick. But these are simple things. And to also take that further, we said this several times on journalistic. Some people are also capitalizing on that by starting forging the signature of the governor. They started forging the signature of the governor. And they wanted to make the deputy a doctor. I have never, at least from the things I've read so far of the deputy governor, I've never seen that guy as somebody that's overambitious. I have not. You cannot compare to what is happening in Ondo to what's happening in Edo State. Because I don't know if you get what I mean. The governor and deputy and the ambition of the deputy, where the deputy wants to become the governor and the rest of them. But the fact is that the president has come in. But we should also understand that, yes, the president only came in as a senior citizen within the system. It is not within his role. He's just playing the role of an elder statesman, because each of the leader of the party, because each of this arm of government is very, 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 very distinctive. The states, and what we are now asking is that let the gladiators give the deputy governor the opportunity to be able to deliver and be able to move the state forward. What this issue of going front is not. But my only concern, my little concern, I don't know whether it has fully confirmed, is the resignation letter that the deputy governor was said to have signed. I don't know how that is going to pan out.
No, the president did that to give those people confidence so that they will leave him alone. One of the reasons the president stepped in was to stop the planned impeachment. Yes, the courts slammed brakes on it, but they were still insisting on impeaching him. And the president, they feared that if they gave him the power, he would dissolve the ESCO, he will tamper with the political structure, the APC structure in the state, and all that. So they extracted that commitment from him that, look, I'm not going to dissolve the ESCO, I will not change the leadership of the assembly, and I will not tamper with the political structure. To make them feel comfortable that he will not do all of that, the president then said he should sign an undated resignation letter. It was just to get those guys to cooperate, but by the time they went back, they did not allow him to take over. And that was why, by the time the story of forgery and all that came out, the president was livid. He sent for them and then told them to go ahead and swear.
Yesterday, some concerned indigenes of Ondo State, led by AbiolaOshodi and co, they were calling for the resignation of Governor Akeredolu. That, look, the other side of it is that the Constitution is saying that if a medical examination is carried out on the governor, and if he's proven to be incapacitated or unable to carry out, discharge his responsibility in office, he should resign and the deputy governor should just take over. That's their own argument now.
Well,
They've gone beyond the acting thing.
I think that at this stage, there is a governor in place. Somebody has been vested with the powers of the governor. So is well placed to continue to play that role.
So far, there's no vacuum.
There is no vacuum at this stage. There is no vacuum at this stage, and we can only pray for Akeredolu to recover. And none of us knows how we will die. Whether we will die on our beds, or whether we will die on the road, or we just drop dead. So once it has to do with someone's health, I'm usually very careful. I don't want to say anything that will appear like I do not have any pity for a man who is ill. We all have elderly people in our houses. So for me, the important thing is he has given the powers of a governor have been given to Aiyedatiwa. So let Aiyedatiwa continue to function in that position until further notice.
Do you subscribe to that?
Yes, to a large extent, but I still see him, no matter whatever he has been given, the deputy government will continue to be a lame duck, as if you are quote unquote, with the kind of people surrounding him. I doubt the loyalty of some of the people that is going to his work.
Definitely.
That is a fact.
Most of them are still loyal to Akeredolu.
But what do they?
So it will be very difficult for him to be able to do certain things. His hands, yes, you've given him the goods, but they are still holding on to the rope, as it were. So
except if he does not know how to exercise his powers. Frankly, if he wants to, now that he's the acting governor, nobody is stopping him from. Well, Jonathan, we all thought Jonathan did not have the clout, this and that, but we saw what he did once the power got into his hands. We saw what he did now. Even the chief of army staff and other people who are blocking access to his boss, he chased them away now.
That's them out.
Yes, he chased them away. So when somebody assumes power, he becomes a changed person. Even if it's your son, if you are not careful, the way he begins to talk to you, you will feel that, yes, it's like he realizes that power has come. So
he saw the Saraki, he saw Saraki now. He saw Saraki now.
Yeah, so this person, we are not telling him what to do, but I'm sure that now that he has the powers and he has the president behind him, he knows that he has to use that power. He knows that he has to carry the state forward. So I'm confident that he will do the job. He was told not to dissolve, but he can swap commissioners. If he finds someone not good enough somewhere, he can take in elsewhere. But he's been told not to dissolve. If I were in his place, if you are not too good as commissioner here, I will give you a different portfolio. That's still, that's not the same thing as dissolving. So he has power. If he cannot use it, that is his problem.
But all in all, what is at play is 2024.
Yeah.
That is
ultimately.
that is what is at play.
And the fear is that once he remains governor, it's an advantage for him
over others. All right.
He will win primaries. That's their fear.
And finally, like Ondo State, like